What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you no stick required inside zone defense against the bunch tight end. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta for the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how to counter those metas when you face them in online play. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. So head over to gridirongameplans.gg, $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website, and you can opt out at any time. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get into today's video. We're going to be talking about a no user required inside zone defense against the bunch tight end formation. The bunch tight end formation, as you guys know, is a very, very popular formation. A lot of players will run this out of the Seattle offense, which is a bunch meta with the ability to audible into the bunch tight end, as well as the trips tight end offset, which has some decent runs and plays that can kind of mimic the trips tight end meta. So the Seattle book is very, very popular. I'm sure you guys have faced the audible from bunch into bunch tight end several times this year. If you guys struggle with the bunch or the bunch tight end, I would highly recommend that you take a look at my 2-4-5 defensive game plan. I have concocted a way that completely shuts down these two offenses combined. The zone blitz meta, the coverage meta, the pass rushing formula, it's all included in the 2-4-5 game plan on gridirongameplans.gg. So make sure you guys head over there and check it out. This tip is more of a situational call. This is something that is in the vault as well as the game plan on Gridiron. And this is out of the 2-4-5 defense. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to put your defensive end or the outside edge rusher on the side of the trips tight end as the guy that you kind of want to be your best player for the purpose of, you know, speed, tackling, etc., etc. So we're going to go ahead and use Nick Bosa here. And for this, you really don't have to do anything other than just call a play of your choosing. Doesn't matter if it's cover 4, cover 2, man coverage, zone coverage. All you need to do is just call a play. So I'm going to call cover 4 quarters. Now with this, all you need to do is take your defensive end and spy him. It's that simple. And when you spy, the first step of that player is going to be straight across, so horizontal. He's going to step to the right or the middle of the field. Now, the player that's responsible for blocking him is the B receiver, number 16, Tyler Lockett. And Tyler Lockett is not going to be able to get a good angle to seal or basically get to the inside leverage of Nick Bosa and kind of push him to the outside. And because of this, all he can really do is shove him on his outside shoulder to the inside or shove him in the back as he's breaking into the backfield. So I'm going to show you kind of how this works here. You know, here in quarters, I would be using this guy right here. And when we run this inside zone, you're going to notice that he gets shoved into the backfield. So you see right there, that is the no stick required. Now that right there is why I said that you want to make sure that you have your best tackler at that spot. That was just kind of a fluky broken tackle there by Chris Carson. But again, I'll just go ahead and show you here. Just putting that guy in a spy is going to get him straight into the backfield nearly every time, giving you really ample opportunity for a TFL or a tackle for loss. So this is a great little defense that you can call. Again, you see right here that it's just going to get straight into the backfield. Now, this is a defense that is brought to you guys by my man Graffy. Graphster is a big-time lab rat, loves to lab the under-the-radar stuff in the game, and he's flown in a few clutch tips. In fact, he's got a clutch tip that is going to be coming up in the upcoming Vault Update in this week's edition on Gridiron Game Plan. So some pretty cool stuff coming from him this week. But I want to give him major props on this. This is a really, really easy, no stick required inside zone run defense. You see right here just how easy this is to get a tackle for loss in the backfield. So again, all you have to do is just spy that X or the opposite side guy. You see right here, right there, very rarely will he ever be sealed by that player. And again, you could basically call anything you want. Here's 2-man under. I'm just going to go ahead and take that X lineman and put him into a spy. There he is. He's kind of shoved right there. Actually, right now he's in the zone. So let me go ahead and see if maybe there's some different animations that are triggering from him being in the zone. I'm going to audible into a pass play here. So let me go ahead and run commit on defense, and I'll just go ahead and throw Y for a touchdown, get him out of the zone real quick. But in general, this is not a coverage shell specific. Sometimes you have to have a specific run fit to get a certain guy free. This is not the case. You could do this out of quarters. You could do this out of 2-man under. You should be relatively safe. Now, me normally, I bring this guy down in the box no matter what because I like to use her as safety. But again, you see right here how easily we are able to kind of get that guy with a perfect seal. I would definitely recommend pressing. I tend to have most of my success out of quarters. I don't know if that's you know, a help to you guys, but again, you kind of see here just how easily that guy gets pushed straight into the backfield. If you guys could get your speed down, you could probably click on and make this tackle on your own. So, you know, that ball gets snapped, that guy flies into the backfield, you can click on and make that conservative tackle on your own. That'll kind of help with the extra you know, yards after contact. You know, this would be an ideal candidate. I wouldn't say you probably would equip an ability like the deflator or the enforcer on an edge rusher, although some people do when they sack the quarterback because they want to see if they can force some fumbles. This could potentially be an idea for you guys if you face a lot of bunch tight end, or maybe if you play in tournaments and you know who your opponent is and you switch your abilities before you play them. If they run a ton of inside zone, this is an ideal candidate to maybe put a tackling ability on, just to make sure that you can, you know, get those tackles for loss in the backfield. Now, one thing that I will say does counter this is motioning the B receiver. So if I were to motion this B receiver across the formation, you'll notice that this changes how the play works. You'll see that the tackle then blocks, but it's still a pretty stout inside zone defense because now the tackle has to block the outside linebacker, which frees up both of your off-ball linebackers at the second level to kind of flow, as well as the safety to kind of flow down into the run fit. You see that it's still a pretty stout run defense in general. So if they motion that guy across the formation, that can kind of counteract that particular assignment. Another thing they could do is motion away. That's a very popular motion right now. You'll sometimes see players do basically this and kind of snap the ball like here, and you see how that works as well, and that can kind of make the run a little bit better as well. So make sure that you guys are aware of that. You know, if you start to see that cursor on this player, especially if they start to motion to the left, that's a really good idea for you to kind of get down and try to get in the way. But again, this is going to be defense that's going to, you know, if they do motion, you're looking at 2-3 yards at the most. But again, the best part is that if they decide to quick snap this, you know, a lot of players will motion from regular bunch into bunch tight end and quick snap the inside zone instead of, you know, running the base call. If they do that, you're going to be able to get that unblocked player straight into the backfield. You definitely can see here in this video when Nick Bosa gets in the zone, he gets some really interesting block shed animations. Not necessarily a good thing. You notice that he's kind of like right there is kind of a good one. You know, as long as he's getting straight into the backfield, that's really the key. And that's what that spy tip does here. So go ahead and kind of wrap this up here, guys. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Again, Graphster, thank you so much for this tip. This was something that was in our vault earlier on this year, or in the it was in the vault earlier on, I think last month it was. And he's got some really awesome content on the offensive side of the ball that I'm going to throw into the upcoming vault update this coming week as well. Some really cool stuff that's going to teach you guys schematically. You know, if you guys are interested in kind of running some shotgun passing schemes that utilize spread concepts like RPOs and options and things like that, he's done some really down and dirty lab work that's going to allow you to really expand your offense and kind of sharpen up your approach and your attention to detail. And it's going to really pay some big dividends for you. So thank you once again to Graphster. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, be sure to drop those below as well. Make sure you subscribe here to the channel, hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss any of the uploads. We upload 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, in the morning or early afternoon. So hopefully I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.